Hi everyone, welcome back to Total War Therapy, and today we will answer to the question which is the best cavalry in 2025. As you know, cavalry has different purposes in this game. That's why we cannot judge all of them according to the same rules. So we split the videos in three different parts, which is the best shock cavalry, the best flying cavalry and the best anti-large cavalry. So don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy my video, and let's begin. Let's start with the shock cavalry category, and the unit I decided to put at the third place of the podium are the Skull Crushers of Khorne. You remember at the release of Total War Warhammer 3 in the announcement trailer when they were the Skull Crusher of Khorne charging against the screen, and it was just amazing. We were looking forward to play with them. They are an amazing aesthetic, an amazing model, and they have an amazing armor of 130, they are shielded, so perfect against missile, a speed of 70, that is not that, for granted for a unit of this entity. They're a monstrous cavalry with 32 pieces, that, it's a lot for a monstrous cavalry, it's probably the biggest number you can ever see. A good charge of 70, and the frenzy attribute that will increase the charge even more, and it will increase of course the melee attack, the armor piercing damage, the base weapon strength for, when the leadership will be above 50, and then a good weapon strength. They are anti-large, armor piercing, a good melee defense and a better melee attack. The Mark of Khorne, they cause fear, and a spell resistance of 35 that is more useful than it can look like. The reason why I put them just at the third place is that they end up being a little slow over the battlefield, and sometimes it's hard to get them out of some situation. They can charge, but then they are not fast enough to psycho charge more, so I think that a third place is more than enough. At the second place I decided to put a very old unit of this game. I'm talking about the Blood Knights from the Vampire Counts. Now, this is a unit I didn't play that much, but I really remember at the old times when I was playing with the Vampire Counts how crazy this unit is. They have a good armor of 110 where they are shielded, so good against missile, a good speed of 70, a melee attack quite low but a decent melee defense, good weapon strength, anti-large, and a charge bonus of 72, that is one of the highest in even in between amongst the shock cavalry. They are perfect to psycho charge because they are fast, they are like slimy, and they have the frenzy that increase their stats, and the best attribute of them is the hunger. And when they are in melee, they will recharge, replenish their hit points of their units, and this is just crazy. So the more you will spend engaged in melee, the more their health will be kept high. Then they have the flag of the Blood Keep that gives them the missile resistance when they are out of melee, and this is another crazy attribute because, as you know, cavalry can very easily suffer from missile attack. So they cause fear, they are immune to psychology because they are an undead units, and they're just amazing at the role. I love to psycho charge with them, and they're even a tough unit in we can say in a roster that is not definitely made of tough units. At the first time of the podium I put the Grail Knights from Bretonnia, and as you know, Bretonnia gives the best with this cavalry, so it's important to give them credit for that. They have a good armor of 120, they are shielded, good against missile, an amazing speed of 84, and a charge bonus of 75, so they are just insane at psycho charging the enemy, hit them, go back, hit them again, a good melee defense and a better melee attack with magical effect. They are anti-large, armor piercing, and they have the chance to make the lance formation that will increase the mass, the acceleration and the charge bonus in speed even more, sacrificing a little of the defense, and they do this triangle formation that it's crazy and very beautiful to see. Another very important attribute is the perfect vigor, and as you know, vigor is something that even if we don't take into consideration that much, it can make the difference in a very long battle. So having the perfect vigors means that they will stand still for all the battle. They will not be decreased in their stats and in their strength. That's why they're crazy. That's so amazing. And when you play against them, it's so hard to take them down. So please make a good use of them, and you will see how crazy they are. Let's start with the flying cavalry section of this game, and I decided to put at the third place of this podium the Great Longman Riders. I love to use the air fleet of Cathay. They have the Celestial Lion, the Crowmen, the artillery, and these are a good units to defend probably the other flying units of your army. They have a good armor, they are shielded, they have an amazing speed of 105. That is just crazy. You can fly around and go away in a very matter of seconds. They have a very low melee attack and a very low melee defense. That it's a problem. Even if they have a good armor, they really cannot stay in prolonged combat. I mean, you have to be away from the hard battle. You have just to psycho charge with your charge of 75. So yeah, they have a weapon strength, no armor piercing. That it's something, I mean, with all the units we will talk about in this video, it's something a little rare to not have the armor piercing damage, but still they cause fear. Honestly, I mean, they're a unit without guts and without glory, but there are not many flying cavalry in this game, so yeah, they deserve a third place. We are again in the realm of cavalry, in the realm of Bretonia, with the Royal Hippogriff Knights. As you know, this is the most expensive unit, I mean the most expensive cavalry in all the game, and even one of the most expensive units. They are a flying monstrous cavalry with a very low number of entities, just 12, and they are big, they are easy targets, so be very careful about that. But they can fly, so they can escape missiles and prolong combat more easily than other units. They're very perfect in sieges battle, they cause terror, and they have still perfect vigor. That is, as I said, a very important thing, because yeah, their stats will keep at the normal level for all the battle, even if it's a very long one. And as you know, the vigor is a very underrated thing in this game, because it really makes the difference in during a long battle if a unit will perform well or not. So keep into consideration that they have a medium charge of 50, a good weapon strength of more than 100, armor piercing, quite low melee defense, but a very good attack of 46 with magical. They have 90 of speed, that is still good for a flying unit, an armor of 90. They are not shielded, but who cares. They are a very strong monstrous cavalry, very useful for sieging battles or to deal with of course don't waste them against artillery, missile, infantry. You can easily send them against cavalry, monsters, characters, heavy infantry to charge around, and yes, they are very versatile, and for me they deserve the second place in this podium. At the first place of the flying cavalry section, I put the Doom Knights of Tzeentch, that are less expensive than the Hippogriff Royal Knights, but I will explain you why for me they are the best flying units, flying cavalry in this game. First, they are an infantry units, and this is a very important factor, because I mean they're still cavalry, they are still categorized as cavalry, but you have the toughness of an infantry. You have the we can say the littleness, because they are little units compared to cavalry, so they are definitely not easy target for missile, for characters. They are in a good number of 24. They have a very good armor of 120, they are shielded, an amazing speed of 95, a good melee attack with the magical. They have not armor piercing weapon strength, but is not that a big problem, because at the end, given the big number and the good weapon strength, you can deal easily with missile units, whether cavalry, artillery. They're very versatile in this way. They don't require to psycho charge, and as I say, that they are still infantry. So all the pros of having an infantry with the cavalry attributes, it's for me a really good deal. They have the vanguard deployment, they cause fear, the Mark of Tzeentch, and the barrier. that it's very important because they will have a useful extra protection against missile attack, against arrows, and so on. So they are the perfect flying units for sieges and for dealing with many situations. Tzeentch has a good units in their air fleet, but at the same time they are very vulnerable. So having this wall of shielded infantry to protect them, it's a very winning choice in this game and in your Tzeentch army composition. So yeah, they are definitely my favorite unit of this category. Warbear Riders, what we can say about them? They are the most elite cavalry of the Kislev roster and the unit that got me more excited in the announcement trailer of Total War Warhammer 3. They are a monstrous cavalry with a very little charge bonus, very low number with just 16 entities, a big armor of 100, a good leadership, an impressive speed for the bear, and good melee attack and melee defense. Their best attribute is the weapon strength, that is ammo piercing, anti-large, and they are perfect at dealing against other large units. You can use them in this way and even just as a shock cavalry against infantry, so they're quite versatile and they cause fear, so perfect against a low leadership unit. Another factor that is very important is the very high-catching aesthetics. This is a game we still play for fun, and it's important to see very cool animation with this monstrous unit, and having finally a unit of bear cavalry charging around the battlefield. It's something so lovely and insanely beautiful. Crushers great weapons. I decided to put them at the second place of the best anti-large cavalry. They are just the perfect metaphor of an avalanche crashing into the battlefield and pulling away everything with it. They are a monstrous cavalry with a very low number of entities, just 12, and it's a problem because they are very big, easy target, and if you deal against missile units or a character with a big weapon strength, it can be a problem for them, but they have still a very big armor of 120, a speed of 75 that, given the armor and given the mass of the unit, it is crazy. They have a low defense and a good attack, a charge bonus of 80 that, I mean, they're still rhinos, they are riders on rhino, so, I mean, completely okay. A weapon strength of more than 140, anti-large, ammo piercing, they can destroy walls, they of course cause fear, and I love to use them in my Ogre Kingdoms campaign because they can destroy every unit of cavalry. They are just perfect at their role. As I said, you have just to be careful because they are very easy target for anything and they are not well protected, but with the ton of health and ton of armor you should not care that much if they are engaged against other kind of cavalry. With a massive charge they are perfect even against infantry and so on, and I mean I need an entire video just to list all the qualities of this unit. Nargle Rot Knights. It's, I mean, we didn't expect this unit because at some point Creative Assembly they even said that he was not supposed to come because he was from another period of the Warhammer lore, but at the end we got them. Everything changed and we got this amazing unit, and I'm happy to put it at the first place of the anti-large, the best anti-large cavalry of this game. They have a good armor of 100, a speed of 75, a good melee attack and an amazing melee defense for a cavalry unit, with poison effect that will reduce the stats of the enemies nearby, a good weapon strength of 60 with the anti-large bonus, ammo piercing, a good charge of 60, and the regeneration attribute that it's insane. I mean, they are already perfect, they are very nargling, they're very narglish, so very defensive, good both and attacking and at defending, and they have still the regeneration, so they can replenish their hit points, their health when things start to get harsh, and I love it. They are perfect against other cavalry, against other monsters, against character. You can just use them against everything, and unlike the crushers, they are not that big easy target. They are still monstrous cavalry, but they are quite smaller, so they are easy to get away from situation or to escape missile attacks. That's why they're just perfect. I love it, and probably they are the best cavalry in every section of this game.